Alright then, just taking a quick look at Dogecoin then on our daily time frame here for another daily update on the channel. As we can see, Dogecoin right now had a pretty bearish week last week because Bitcoin did its best to dump the markets. You can see with this really nice run up for Dogecoin here with the altcoin basket coming up and hitting a new all-time high here, pull back and then getting another rejection from the high of this range, funnily enough, here for Dogecoin, as you can see. And then, yeah, like last week, we had Bitcoin here, as you can quite clearly tell, having a bearish candle on Monday, dumping Dogecoin back down, retracing most of the gains that we made throughout the start of September, as you can see here, coming down and making this nice trend line support where we bounce from again, as you can see. Dogecoin here just looking like it's following what Bitcoin's doing. If we look at the hourly time frame, you can see looking like we're recovering back out of this area, to be honest. Bearish week last week on the hourly, starting to look like we're accumulating here potentially for reversal. If you look at Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin has got this very nice obvious trend line with liquidity above. We come up and smash through it, and if I'm being honest, this looks much more likely to be a bullish week here, especially as we come up and inverted this massive fair value gap here. If you look previously throughout the week, these big fair value gaps have been holding price down previously. You can see here we came down, consolidated, tapped into this and then rejected, but this time we came down, consolidated, tapped into this and broke it to the upside along with this trend line liquidity here. I'd be much more likely to say Bitcoin's probably going to be heading to the upside instead of down, judging by this movement here, and as a result I think Dogecoin will start picking up in line with Bitcoin as well. The altcoin basket here looking pretty bullish, to be honest, and I would say if anything Dogecoin lagging behind a lot of cryptos that look like they're recovering. You can see here Ethereum also recovering here, potentially putting in a nice little, what have we got here? Is this 4 hour? We have actually got this potential 4 hour fair value gap, or the 1 hour fair value gap, or something here. There was a fair value gap that I was considering trading. I'll probably take this since we got this. This would be an interesting one. Looking like potentially we could get like a nice trade like this for Ethereum back towards the highs. Interesting to see, but as I said, I think Ethereum looking a lot more bullish than most. Dogecoin lagging behind the rest of the altcoin basket, so I'd be tempted to say that it's probably going to have a little bit of a pump today. Obviously, as always, it's all dependent on Bitcoin. Bitcoin looking very bullish yesterday. As I said, inverting this fair value gap, consolidating so far today, but I think probably quite likely to get a continuation. You can see we've got a lot of bullish catalysts in the market as well. That hyper liquid news coming up in the left hand side there. But overall, I do think Dogecoin probably more likely to reverse back around here. We've got like a decent trend line liquidity that we could be breaking. I think we have actually broken our trend line here, judging by the look of this. Very obvious trend line resistance. We've cleanly broken that, come back down. Probably come back down to the 50% of this move like this and then bounce out of it. Maybe do something like this week, which I think would make sense with Bitcoin coming up as well. I think Bitcoin could potentially continue up here. As you can see, there's a lot of liquidity above. Now that we've broken this trend line, I think more likely to be bullish than bearish, especially after this reaction out of this nice consolidation we had here. If that's the case, Dogecoin will be pumping. Obviously, if Bitcoin pulls back again, we will see Dogecoin probably either grind sideways or slowly grind downwards as usual. But I think Dogecoin in a fine position. Really, we just need to be seeing the rest of the space picking up in line with Bitcoin. Hopefully we can get some continuation now for Bitcoin back towards its all-time high, get ETH breaking out and everything else looking bullish. As always, thank you for watching, I should say. Like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts, check back every single day for daily updates and get some free money in the description below. Cheers.